Hey guys, hello, hello, hello. I have my co-host here. Hey,
She's a delayer.
Sonya. Huh?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Hey everybody that is here. Hey
I can't
Lovin,
hear you.
welcome
You
to.
keep going down.
Oh Lord, here we go again, y'all.
No, I can hear you now, but see, it
Here,
keep jumping down. Why
here
does it
we
keep
go.
jumping down?
Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Ringtone, income.
Here we go. We look when we're
I can
gonna
hear
get
you.
this
But
together.
see, I don't know why it keeps jumping back. But go ahead. I can hear you. It's just
What?
faint. I don't know why it's jumping back. You know, I
Lord
always
have
have technical
mercy.
difficulty. I need a crew. Ringtone, media, notification, jumping. Yeah, see what it's doing? It's jumping down. Let me come out and come back in. This is stupid.
All right. Hey, everybody. She can never be ready, y'all. She can never, ever be ready. How's everyone doing? Everybody's doing fine today. Got my Afro puff going on here. I got my Afro puff. Got my Afro puff going on here. I try to push it in. Push it in, push it in. I didn't even take a nap, plant lady. I didn't even take a nap. I thought I was going to take a nap. I never took a nap. I got involved in doing other things and never took a nap. Oh, I was supposed to go to the post office and pick up the package. Oh my God. There's a package in the post office for me. Oh, I forgot. There's a package. You doing well? I'm doing well too, Miss Green Eyes. So I got the puff puff going on here, y'all. Here she comes. She back, y'all. She back. She's back. Hold on.
Every single time.
Every time.
It's always something.
Every time.
Always something.
Well, guys, we got a treat for you guys today. Okay.
Shush, here it comes. It's coming. All right. Yeah. Hello. Now it's through.
Ma'am, I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. Folks have been talking about us with our struggling stream.
It be me, and I'm the non-professional one, so it's cool. It's not you, it's me. So I'll take that. I don't have a problem with that. And it's a glare on my glasses.
We are the struggling stream. That's what they said, the struggling stream.
They got a name for everything. Sister wives, ponytail, silverback. I mean, it's also creative.
But we embrace it all, right? Don't we?
Right. Sticks and stones.
Hey, everybody.
Sticks and stones.
All right, y'all. Well, I guess by the end of the month, there's gonna be some good news, isn't it? Mum's the word. We're not saying not one word. Zip it. We zip it. Zip it. Zip it. Well, anyway, Sonia has given us a title for today, right? And in the process of giving us a title, she sent me a video the other night. And in the video, we're gonna react to the video, aren't we?
Yeah, we didn't find the original. We just got to get it off
No,
Oh boy.
I don't want to do old boy, but I guess I have to, huh?
That's fine. Give him some shine. He's got a really good channel.
I mean, I don't, because he talked too much on it, and I don't want talking. I want the actual video.
He commentates on it quite a
Too
bit.
much, yeah. He. I mean, it's a little bit too much. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can find something else where a woman lied. But this one was
You're so
okay.
silly. Where a woman lied, yeah.
No, see, the thing is, y'all, the girl went on a date with a guy, right? And y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see it, or do you want me to tell you a
You
little?
should no, you should play it.
Play it.
Yes, you should play that because
Okay.
that's what I be talking about. And they get it from somewhere because she's only 21 and she gets it from somewhere, you know, because that's a young age. But it's learned behavior, either listening to someone or experiencing someone in the family or in the circle doing it. But it's just I mean it's something that's been around. People have been doing for a minute, so it's not new. But it's just crazy that you know to me people do that. But then again, I'm a peaceful person, so
According to them, you're not peaceful at all. You're messy.
I just said I was just a liar. I'm messy too. What am I messy
You're
about?
messy.
Because I don't talk about anybody
You
other
say
than the
you're
people that talk about me
negative.
first.
You say you're negative. You're messy.
I'm negative.
I'm rude. My name is Rude. I'm rude. I'm
I'm
mean.
negative. I'm
I'm
truthful.
mean.
It's real. What I speak on, it's not negative. It's for real. You can prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I say that all the time. Prove me wrong. You can't because there's too much information out there that says it. You
Okay.
know, too much information, and every day it's a new story of a female. I sent you the one I thought where the husband and wife, the wife ended up killing the husband. She was abusive. Remember that one?
No, I didn't
And
get.
then so she jumped on her husband when a
I,
police and then called the police. Of course, most men don't want to send a woman to jail and they feel like I'm not that hurt, just let it go. But then she flipped and said, no, arrest him because he beat me up because she wasn't satisfied because he wasn't upset enough. She didn't get what she wanted to, the reaction she wanted out of it. So she lied and said he attacked her, he this, that, and the other. He went to jail. It went to court. He got found guilty because she went to court and lied on top of the other lies. And then now this is why I don't feel sorry for him. He ended up dying, and because he went back home to her, he went back to that behavior, thinking because they had two kids, let me make it work. But that right there was a sign of what's to come. He should have cut the cord right then and there. So he finally got fed up and he said, I'm leaving, which he should have just left while she was gone instead of telling her. But he announced it. And she went and got a knife and said, I'm gonna kill you. You're not gonna leave me. I'm gonna kill you. And he just, dusted it off as just conversation.
mm-hmm.
She got a knife, stabbed him in the neck, and he went outside. They took him to the hospital, and he died. And
Wow.
she's in interrogation, whining and crying, and oh, I can't believe that. But you stabbed him in the neck, and then you said die, die, die when you did it. So what did you think was going to happen? So she killed him. You know, and
Send me
he
that
the
other
whole
link.
time.
Send me that other link to my iPhone. The 3091.
What link? What do you want me to
The
send you?
one that you sent with the guy. The one with the girl lying. That one.
The date that went to hell, a 2 hour date that went to hell. I thought I sent it to you.
You did send it. You didn't send it to the iPhone. I needed you to send it to
You're
iPhone.
so unorganized. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. No.
We're shooting the breeze, y'all. Shooting the breeze.
This is such a hold on.
You're playing it. Yeah, I want you to
I'm about to try. I had to get it. I had to get it somehow. So let me resend it to you. What number am I
3091.
sending it to?
3091. Guys, why don't y'all share and tell the folks we're on? Where my people at? My mods. Come on,
Three
y'all.
zero nine. Okay, there we
Where you at? Loving, thank you for the new membership. Loving. Are y'all
go.
sharing?
What did I do?
Oh Lord, she don't have it.
No, no, no. I have it. I'm just trying to.
Did you send it? That's the question.
That's
Did
what
you
I'm trying to do.
send
You
it?
said 3091. to
Yes,
that one?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I sent that video from that girl. Okay, that's the last thing I had sent you. Or that text message. All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let me see if
Appreciate
I
it.
could go to it and see if he shows the link for that.
All right, here we go. We're gonna I do not own the rights to this. Let me do my little banner. Let me do disclaimer. Let me do the disclaimer. The copyright disclaimer. What the heck? Why is this thing not going down?
One of the comments said, "Do not ever take this down. I'm going to show this to my son in a few years." Right? I sent it to my son actually, but I always talk to him and tell him about females.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for the purpose of such as criticism, comment, news reporting, and teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay. So we're going to play a little bit about this, and all right, ready? All right, we're gonna. This is a crazy date. All right, we're gonna talk about this. All right, here we go, y'all.
You did all the talking. No, I need this for my safety because I'm not no regular nigga.
Okay, I just want to tell you, it's coming from who is this? Mediocre tutorial and review.
Avi's brother.
AV's brother.
Am I pronouncing her name wrong?
Look at the police because I want y'all to pull up there before I got there. He took me out to get drunk and do all this stuff. If I don't suck his dick or fuck him, I will have to go to the house and this and that. So he's taking advantage of me, and I want.
It'll save your life. Facebook dating, home, the cops.
A drinker.
I just
And that
met you.
shit weird as fuck. That's the thing. You just met me and I'm not a drinker. I'm telling you, I'm not a drinker. So why would you sit there and play in my face like that? This the thing, that shit weird.
Breathe,
But
brother.
you know I'm going through shit, bro.
I just met you not even 30 minutes ago. So
And
how I
I'm
know you
going
want
through
this
a
shit?
lot of shit. I told you what I've been through with my ex. Don't record me,
I
bro.
got you for my safety, bro.
I'm not gonna touch
Right.
you.
I got
Why
you.
you being weird?
We in South Haven.
I'm
You
not
cry.
gonna
Listen,
touch
just listen,
you.
listen.
I'm
We
not
listen,
gonna
just
touch
listen to me.
you.
You did all the talking.
Recording
No,
me.
I need this for my safety because I'm not no regular nigga.
I'm not
Bro,
finna
just listen to me talk,
I'm
please.
not a drinker.
Are you gonna let me talk?
I need somebody to support me.
I'm gonna take you at home, fool.
To do.
Take her home.
gonna take
I'm not a drinker. Why would you do that, bro? I don't want to be on camera.
I ain't showing nobody this for my safety.
I'm not gonna do nothing to you.
Bro, you gotta think about it.
Ooh.
For my safety.
I'm not gonna touch you.
So I didn't do nothing to you, right?
No, I'm not gonna touch you.
So why you crying?
Because I'm not a drinker.
You saying I know that?
And
I
I'm
just
going
met
through
you.
a lot. My daddy just passed away. You doing weird shit.
This for my
I'm
safety.
not gonna touch you. I'm okay. I know everything that's going on right now. I'm aware of everything.
I'm saying when I take you home and you go in there crying, they gonna be like, what the fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, good
I'm
point.
not. I wanted to spend time with you.
I'm not finna go nowhere with your drunk ass, fool.
I haven't been happy since I've been with my ex. It was abusive.
I don't know. I haven't abused you.
I'm sorry.
So what, you done got too drunk?
That's what it was.
So tell the camera that so I can
I did. I got too drunk. And
So I didn't touch you. I didn't hurt you.
No, you didn't. Why would I play with you like
I'm
that?
just making sure, fool. I just met you. I don't know you. And you crying already. Look how you, I just met you 30 minutes ago and look at you.
Crazy.
I'm not a drinker. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. I just started drinking January.
How old are you?
I'm 21. I hate when people take advantage of me.
Look,
I'm taking
pay
advantage of you.
attention.
I'm not saying you taking advantage of me. I've been in my ex, literally, I've been in what more you want? I've been in a relationship. I just literally got out.
So look, I just met this girl and look at her, fool. I'm just trying to document this shit for my safety.
Yeah.
Okay, post it.
So there's a bunch of things in here initially that we can call out to how he messed up, but I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on what he's doing right. Number one, he's taking out his phone to record the situation so he can have some documentation.
Guys, so What do y'all think about her so far? What do y'all think? What's your opinion of this young lady? What do y'all
It's like
think?
they won't know till you go to when she starts flipping out.
Okay. So, I mean, so far, what do you think about it? I mean, from what they've seen so far.
You have to wait till she starts flipping. Because you could look at this and say, oh, she's just emotional because her dad died and she just had some drinks at dinner. And that's just, she's in deep thought, but that's
But
not.
she only met him 30 minutes ago.
She just met him online. They went on the first date. She started drinking at the restaurant, like drinking. She's very small. She might be like 105 pounds. But he was even looking at her like, why is she drinking so much? Because he had one drink, but he wasn't going to tell her. He didn't know her to be like, you can't be drinking like that, or you should, he just let her do her.
But
And then she
but now
got back
she's
in the car.
blaming him. But she's blaming him for her drinking.
She asked for the drink and the person served her. He didn't offer and give it to her. Somebody served her after she asked for it. He'll say it. He's going to speak on it.
Okay, let me go ahead.
But the 4D chess move that he pulled right there is that he had her say on camera, I did not do anything to you, because he understands is that if she goes into wherever she's going to next and she's crying like this, she can have a simp waiting for her somewhere to say, or not even a simp, a family member, a bigger brother to say, what did he do to you? And if they crazy as hell, multiplied with a high enough ego, they don't want to look stupid because they crying just because of they drunk. So they may make something completely up, implicating you. The other thing that I noticed within this is that this brother's in a very nice car. You can tell by the sunroofs and the seats. So this man has something to lose. My G's, listen to me when I tell you this. You will never be able to remove 100% of the risk once you step outside of your house. But what are you doing within your life before you meeting up with strangers in order to validate either A, they are who they say that they are, or B, they're not crazy? That's why I tell you guys so often, before you take these chicks out, get them up on FaceTime, get them up on WhatsApp and video call them. It is less likely for you to be able to diagnose crazy in the DMs of Facebook dating, Tinder, or whatever your dating app of choice is. Also, she said something interesting. She said, I've been going through a lot. Now, whether or not he knew that or not, having a conversation with her beforehand would have diagnosed that she's been in abusive relationships. And I tell y'all all day to avoid these women with all of this baggage and all of this past damn drama from past damn relationships. And you don't know that she's healed from that. Also understanding that typically in domestic violence situations, it's a two-party street, but they'll often fail to mention that in order to not look bad. Anyway, we got more to go here because it's going to get crazier.
So then we get close. I'm just going to drop you out. We get close to her street food. Might have flipped out.
Look at, she's smacking the, look, she trying to call the police, said that I was an S trafficker.
Okay, that's cool.
On 3665 Heathcliff Drive, Horn Lake, Mississippi.
Oh, I got something for you. I got on phone with the police, fool. Call
To
police
punish her.
about trying to set traffic car. Watch these videos, man. This awareness, man. Y'all be careful when y'all dealing with these females. Especially if you got some shit going, man. These bitches will try to trap you.
Yeah, if
Nigga,
you
I
got
ain't
something to
only been
lose.
2 hours, fool. An hour, she trying to get me fucked up. Watch this shit.
The police, because I want y'all to pull up there before I got there. He took me out to get drunk and do all this stuff. If I don't suck his dick or fuck him, I would have to go to the house and this and that. So he's taking advantage of me, and I want to call the police officer. And I'm not getting out this car until you guys get here. What? Yes, man. Cotton.
She's smacking them again. Always record them. Always. Always record them.
What's your name? He don't want to tell me his name, but I gotta say this is my first time linking.
Wait. You don't know his name.
Wait. She don't know his name? And she
First
keeps saying
date. First date.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm in a truck, a Range Rover.
She's trying to get me locked up in some cold game.
It's a nice.
So he's saying taking advantage of me. He's from Memphis, Tennessee.
Look at it. Listen.
Don't record me.
Why'd I go to get to your house?
Ma'am.
He's remaining calm.
Yes, ma'am.
And he's putting the phone down. You don't got to put it on her.
You want me to talk to her?
No, you ain't talking to shit. You finna go to jail because
Look.
you fucking play on me. You trying to treat me like a fuck. Say you a sex trafficker. That's what the fuck you are, and I'm not getting out and say come.
Okay.
Bitch, you finna go to jail.
We can go to your house though. Where
No,
you
it don't fucking matter. Stop recording me.
Where you say it? We can go to your house where you can feel safe.
No, ma'am. I'm gonna wait till you guys get here because he trying to sex traffic.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
He said he will wait. So yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm at home.
Don't speed off.
You not at home. Why we get to your house?
Yes, ma'am.
After I showed her a pic of my kids at the restaurant, she then told me I'm not finna see my kids for a long time because I'm going to jail. Sheesh, if that ain't the devil.
I don't give a fuck about you recording because I'm my dead daddy. You told me if I'm sucking. You just told me that, and I recorded you, so I'm gonna show him that too.
You say that?
She just said a second
He
ago,
never
you know
said
I'm
it.
going through a lot. My dad just died. Now she's lying on her dead daddy. Woo, this is a cold world out here. She met this young brother less than an hour ago and is already trying to use false allegations in order to destroy him, to ruin his life. F his career, F his reputation, F his relationship with his family, F his relationship with his kids. I don't care. He's making me feel bad, so let me punish him. This is the playbook that they use, and they will especially use this if you have stuff to lose. Meanwhile, he should have known what was up from the face tattoos, the batwing lashes, and all of that damn glued-on baby hair. Let's go.
Oh, that's fine.
Blue on baby hair.
You don't go to jail 'cause you just said that. Yeah, park right here.
Oh, that park in the driveway.
Not the
Yeah,
blue
park.
on
Don't
baby
park in my
hair.
door. We at my house 365. I'm pressing
She got
charges.
edges.
Yeah, you for sure going to jail.
It's still recording.
Excuse me. Come here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Look at this shit.
They go police. They go police.
I know. That's possible.
Yeah, officers looking at her like she's crazy. Look at. Look at. And what's so crazy is that she'll receive no penalties for doing this.
Yeah, man. I ain't want to do this, man, but I've been getting all type of private calls all night, threats and shit. So I just wanted to clear the air before a motherfucker try to make me sound like I'm the bad person. Bruh, be careful when y'all dealing with these females. This for awareness on. I'm not trying to embarrass this girl or nothing, but I'm just trying to save somebody, help somebody. Young brother.
Save someone's life.
She started acting crazy.
Talk about it.
Please record her because when the police come, it's your word against hers. Y'all have a good day.
And I'm so happy that this brother recorded this, not only to just teach a lesson, but also to shame the devil. Because more than likely, this is not her first time doing no dumb shit like this.
Now, what do y'all think? What y'all think?
Uh-oh. Hold on. She woke up.
What do y'all think, guys? What do you guys think about that? Well, no, sir, it's crazy because anything can happen when the police are involved. Exactly. Hold on a second. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Just 1 second. All right, here come another one, y'all. Here come another one.
Here I go. Are you whining and crying?
Attempted rape charges dropped against a man wrongfully accused after he spent more than a month behind bars. Tonight, a 20-year-old Bucks County woman says she lied about the attack after police said her story didn't add up. Action News reporter Caroline Goggin is live in Middletown Township, Bucks County, with the full story. Caroline.
Well, Rick, this is a story we reported on a month ago, and tonight I spoke with the attorney who represents the man who was accused of attempted rape and kidnapping in this grocery store parking lot. That attorney tells me that that woman's story never added up and that the update in this case is better late than never. 41-year-old Daniel Pearson is home with his family tonight, out of jail after the Bucks County DA says he was wrongly accused of attempted rape and kidnapping. This is the woman who accused him of those crimes, 20-year-old Angela Yurimova. Police in Middletown Township said Yurimova called them on the night of April 16th, claiming a man grabbed her in the parking lot of the Redners off Lincoln Highway and attempted to pull her pants down while he carried and pulled her back toward his truck. Yurimova said she was able to break free and that he drove away. Police used a license plate reader system that spotted a similar truck nearby. They tracked it to Pearson, and he was held at the Bucks County Correctional Facility on $1 million bail. A new complaint now states Daniel Pearson was charged with multiple felony offenses and remained incarcerated for a total of 31 days before Yurimova admitted to her lies. The complaint states that shortly after his arrest, officials received information from Pearson's family that warranted further investigation. So detectives reviewed surveillance video and found at no point in the video did Pearson's truck travel through any part of the path Yurimova claimed the vehicle took. Yurimova was called to the DA's office for questioning last Thursday, and because of more inconsistencies in her story, she was called back in on Friday. That's when the complaint states Yurimova admitted that she had lied about the entire incident and that no assault occurred. Yurimova said she had seen Pearson and his truck before in the parking lot of her old job and that he was, quote, creepy. All charges against Pearson have been dropped. And now Yurimova is the one facing charges. She is currently in jail and is due back in court sometime later this month. And according to that criminal complaint we got our hands on earlier today, Yurimova told police that she was going to admit to them at some point that she had lied about this entire situation. At some point she was going to tell them that before the court proceedings. She also told police that she admitted to her father that she had lied about all of this. We're live in Middletown Township tonight. I'm Caroline Goggin, Channel 6 Action News. Rick?
All right, what do y'all think about that? At least she got arrested. You're muted.
My background was ghetto. She fighting sleep. That's what she doing. Hopefully.
At least they put her in jail.
Hey, also, anytime you falsify a police report, you should go to jail.
Huh.
Because that's time. 1 day is too long. And it just doesn't make sense, that a person, like I said, I know people that do that and don't have no remorse.
He spent 30 days in jail, 31 days in jail for something he didn't even do. That you can't even take that.
People that spent 40 years in jail on a lie. This man just got out for a false rape, and he did 40 years in jail.
It's ridiculous.
On a lie. On a lie.
It's ridiculous.
People don't care about people's lives. you know, and they get mad and they do what they feel it's gonna make them feel better.
Here's another one, y'all. Here's another one.
So many. It never happened. Women don't do that. What are
Here's
you
another
talking
one.
about?
To Eureka, Kansas for a virtual hearing. 24-year-old Karis Green has been charged with unlawful possession of methamphetamine and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. A month earlier, Green was driving to Georgia when she was pulled over for speeding and then arrested on the drug charges. Her mother posted bond of $7,500 and she was released.
Okay, they're playing too much music. I might have to take this one off because they be trying to get me when I play those that have. Hold on, y'all. We gotta take that one off. Let me end this one because I did not know they were gonna play music on it. So we're gonna take that one. All right, here we go. Here's another one.
There's endless videos like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doug got a client like now that happened like that right now. Falsely accused.
Yeah.
A former girlfriend accused him of carving an X into her chest with a box cutter, but now she's the one facing jail time. The arrest of a 19-year-old woman today comes after we first shared the story of Christopher Prokopia and how a selfie saved him from possibly going to prison. Tony Plahetsky has an update on how police have now charged her with lying about the whole thing.
Christopher Prokopia knows what it's like to be accused of a crime he didn't commit.
It was terrible. It was heartbreaking. It felt like nobody could believe me. Nobody wanted to believe me.
He also knows the feeling of vindication.
It's such a gratifying feeling.
Now he's pursuing justice.
I want her to realize the pain she has caused me.
We first told you Christopher's story last month. It was soon shared around the world. A story of how he felt guilty until proven innocent and how a selfie saved him from prison. Last year, a woman he dated 4 years ago in high school called Temple Police and told them Christopher had just broken into her home and sliced her with a box cutter. Detectives took these pictures of her injuries, but now police agree it never happened. On the night 19-year-old Faith Cox claimed Christopher assaulted her, he was at an event in Austin more than 60 miles away. He posed in a photo that helped convince prosecutors of his innocence and to drop the charges. On Tuesday, authorities charged Cox with making a false report to police. She faces up to 180 days in jail if convicted. Christopher spent 10 months working to get his case thrown out, all the while facing the possibility of 99 years in prison if he didn't.
She is not a person in my life anymore. I'm finally done with her, and I can move on with my life and feel great about it.
With his name now cleared, Christopher says he plans to join the Navy. He also wants to possibly start a nonprofit called What About Me to help people just like him, accused of a crime they didn't do. He also wants to focus on healing the emotional scars of an ordeal that never should have happened.
It's going to be a long journey, but I hope to get to a good endpoint.
Christopher says he still has no idea why Cox made the report to police in the first place. Her attorney said today that he would not comment on that aspect of the case. Tony Plahetsky, KVUE News.
Lord have mercy, y'all. It's crazy, but it does happen, y'all. It happens a lot.
It happens a lot. A lot. A lot. It's very common. Very common. Had it done to me twice, so by a man and by a woman. Happens a lot. She sleep.
Who, me? Or the baby?
Kept her up all day.
Okay, I want to show you this one. This is with the judge. With the judge. Look, okay, this is a guy who is wrongfully accused. Oops, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get this one for you. Yeah, see this one?
I'm glad we were able to fix it wrong. If I can shake your hand, sir. I'm so sorry this happened to you, man.
Thank you, sir.
If you ever need anything, give us a call. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Be safe.
And Judge, if I may, the language.
I'm glad we were able to fix it wrong. If I can shake your hand, sir.
Okay, that's the judge. He was wrongfully convicted. It just went to hug him. Okay, that's not that one. That was okay. Okay, here's another one. Here is another one, y'all.
There are questions about a Polk County woman and why she lied to investigators about a stalker. She told investigators the man stalked her for months. She even had a picture of the alleged stalker. As News Channel 8's Chip Ozowski reports, the woman's lies now have her charged with a crime.
Well, good morning to you. For days, this community was on edge. This 24-year-old wife and mother had just about everyone convinced. I say just about everyone because investigators had a few questions about her story. And on Friday, she finally fessed up. Initially, Brianna Lang told deputies she snapped this picture of the man who was following her. She said that same man attacked her while she mowed the lawn at her Winter Haven home. People in the area on high alert.
You have a strange man following you. Anything can happen. They could, hurt you, kill you.
Brianna gave a detailed description of her attacker. A sketch artist came up with this. Even the sheriff was concerned with this attack.
She even called the sheriff's office on an occasion. However, she explained to the deputy at that time, I just have a feeling about him.
But deputies tell us if she would have been more honest with them, the sketch would have looked more like this. Turns out the person who harmed Brianna was her own husband, James Bradley Lang. He's now facing domestic battery and strangulation charges.
Domestic violence is a tricky situation to be in.
Jennifer Strasick is the executive director at Alpha House, a safe house for abuse victims in Pinellas County. She sees cases like this all too often.
I think most people want relationships to work, and there is a cycle of abuse, and once the honeymoon stage is over, then they feel, okay, this is going to be okay, and they're not going to do this again.
And because Brianna lied to investigators, she's also facing criminal charges. She and her husband posted bond and have now been released from jail. In Polk County, I'm Chip Ozowski, News Channel 8.
I think we we showed enough, right?
It happens.
It's
a
crazy.
lot across the board.
It's crazy, isn't it? What are you doing?
You get in touch with Mo.
Mo.
Who was on last week?
Oh, that's Mo. His name is not Mo.
No, I don't know people's names.
His name is Dom, not Mo. Dom.
You know what it was? I was relating it to Moet and this Dom Perignon we was talking about. You know I'm old. I'm sorry. I'm forgetful and old.
Mm. He said Mo.
Moet. I was
He
thinking of
said
Moet.
Mo. Lord
We was
have mercy.
talking about Moet and Dom Perignon, but it is Dom. You are correct. You would know better than me. That was my first time talking to him. You know I don't be on. You know I don't be on.
Uh. You said Mo. Uh. Uh. She said Mo. Got to be careful.
So we went back to the afro. No curls.
No curls. I don't want
No
to do
curls.
it.
No braids.
I don't want to do
The
the.
rain was gonna eat it up. Was it rain out there where you were?
Yeah, it was raining like
Yeah.
crazy. But the
Yeah.
pollen is still bad out there. Pollen is terrible. Do you have allergies? You lucky.
No. I got one issue only.
Well,
Other than that, I'm good. I just got one issue.
I have allergies.
Oh, and I'm going blind. I think I'm gonna get my eyes done
Done how?
next month. Laser. I'm gonna go down to Miami and get them done.
But you know, lasers don't last too long.
They only need to be good for like the next 5 years.
Why the next 5 years?
I don't know. I feel like that's about I can go back to glasses happily, but now it's just like I have to have my glasses. If I leave the house, I'm screwed. I'm not reading anything. My phone, none of that. I can't.
But you don't have glasses. Why don't you just get glasses instead of getting readers?
Why don't I get what?
Regular glasses, like real glasses instead of readers, like bifocals or something. Where you could keep your glasses on your face instead of just because when you do readers, it's hard for you to see like far away and stuff.
I can see far.
No, I'm saying it's going to be hard for you to see far away because you're going to have to take the glasses off if you with your readers.
Yeah, I only need them when I'm
looking at the phone and stuff. Yeah,
and reading menus or books or whatever, paper or documentation or typing. But if it's just walking around and shopping when I have to look at the price tags, I need it. Only when reading, let's say that for the most part.
Only when reading?
Up close reading.
Wow. Oh. I forgot something. She's going back to sleep?
As long as I'm touching her, she good.
Serena said her husband had his eyes done. He has to put drops in them. That same thing with my mother. My mother has to put drops in her eyes too.
Like often?
You ain't got laser done. How often, Serena? I would think
I don't mind putting stuff in my eye as long as there's no side effect or anything like that. But if I could just straight get them done.
Why don't you just wear glasses?
And can read a menu or a phone without like ever since I was like 42. Every year they just been flying.
Hey, Loving.
I
was saying hi to Loving.
Yeah. You know, we get old stuff.
She said when they are dry. That's when they dry. I mean, we gotta just embrace aging, period. Because it's gonna happen. And just embrace it. You know, do what you can do.
I'm embracing. I just need to embrace not needing glasses so much.
I wear glasses. I've been wearing glasses since I was
30 pair of glasses around this house.
I started wearing glasses when I turned 50, and I've been wearing glasses for 8 years now.
50? Oh my God! I think I got jinxed because the guy I dated when I started wearing glasses was an eye doctor, and a year after we started dating, my eyes started to go, and I'm like,
How old were you when you started wearing glasses?
41.
41? It's been that long? Oh, man. I was in denial for the first 2 years. And then after a while, I was like, let me go ahead and take these, wear these glasses.
It's so weird from going to, I could see to, like, it's
I
all
can
a
see far
blur.
away. I can see far away.
You can
Very
see
good.
far away.
Very good far away. But close up, ooh, child.
But you wear your glasses. Do you wear your glasses? Do you not wear them all the time?
I wear my glasses all the time because I don't want to have no, because these are bifocals. They're down here.
Oh, so you can see it far. You just can't see up close.
Mm-mm. And then people, you know how old folks used to say, be putting medicine. Yeah. And then, then my glasses sometimes make my eyes darker because like if the sun hit and glasses make like, you know
I
how,
thought that was a deficiency when you get the dark circles.
oh, no, I was born with that.
But dark circle?
Yeah, I was born because it's hereditary. My family has it.
It's a deficiency. It's a deficiency. If you Google dark circles, it'll tell you it's a lack of something.
I was lacking from the time I was
You
born.
could have been lacking it since you were born.
Yep. So it's a lack.
Dark circle. Oh my God, I got too many things open, or she got too many things open. Let's see. Was I read across that?
It says aging, fatigue, allergy, genetic. See, mine is genetic. It doesn't say anything about.
So you had them when you were a baby?
I had them since I was little. Mm-hmm.
Really?
It's sun exposure because it says skin produce more melanin in that area. The pigmentation. That's all. I mean, it doesn't say deficiency.
So who else in your family has that?
My dad had it. And it says sometime deficiency. But it says,
I thought it was a deficiency.
No, it says genetic. It says some individuals simply predisposed to having darker skin under their eyes due to their genetic makeup. See, right there. I've always had dark circles. Always. From the time I was a little girl. See, look what it says. Bam, right here. Genetic is number 1. See? Then others, lack of sleep and fatigue. Then allergies, which I have allergies too. Then age and skin changes. Sun exposure, dehydration, lifestyle factors like smoking, drinking, too much alcohol, stress, okay, medical condition, right? Could be kidney problem, thyroid problem, anemia, which I don't have none of that. Then it says fatigue. And then you go all the way down. Then
excessive rubbing, yeah.
Then it comes in nutritional deficiency. See, that's all the way down there. So the first number 1 is genetics. And I told you I was born that way.
You healthy, it's genetics.
Yeah, I knew I had dark skin. Yeah, there it goes. Look, daughter of legend said it could be. Mine is genetics. Mine has been genetics since I was a little girl. I've had dark skin. Dark.
Really? That is, I don't know no one that has that.
Well, you met me now. You know me.
I don't talk to people, so that could be it too.
You met me.
My circle's always been like this, 3 people at a time.
Yeah, but I was born with that. See?
Yeah.
It don't bother me. I've been like that for all my life.
Right. If that's all your life.
If I don't want it, I'll have Dallas
put makeup on
makeup.
top of it.
I'll have Dallas
or
do my makeup.
Skin bleach.
I'm not bleaching.
I don't think skin bleach should do that. Will lighten that, will it?
I'm not bleaching underneath my eye. That's the most sensitive part of your body. No, heck no. Mm-mm. It ain't bothering me. It might bother other people. It ain't bother me.
It bothers other people. That's what it is. Or it's something for them to talk about.
I could care less.
But if it doesn't bother you, then it's not a dig.
I have never, and nobody ever talked about it till I got on the internet.
And then they start talking about a lot of stuff. My this, your that. They didn't tease you when you were in school.
No, never,
And see, that's
ever,
when you would expect it. Elementary,
ever.
junior
I've
high
never been
school.
teased in school. When I was little, I was never been teased.
Really? I got
Never.
teased on my height because I was always short.
No, I've never been teased.
But I don't mind being short, so.
Maybe that's why I'm so comfortable in whatever I do, because I've never been
If you
teased.
love yourself, then that's all. That's what it is. You got to love yourself.
I'm very comfortable in my skin.
That's it. The rest don't matter. It doesn't matter how a person feel about you. It's how you feel about yourself.
Amen.
And it shouldn't be a problem if you love yourself. That's crazy too. When people love themselves, other people look at it like it's a problem. You're
CMT said, "Oh,
supposed to
I
love
thought you."
yourself.
CMT said, "Oh, I thought you meant your glasses getting darker." LOL.
Oh, your glasses are getting darker.
No, she said she thought I was saying my glasses getting darker.
Oh well.
Hey, Lady L.
That's crazy. So did you go to court this week?
Yeah, I went today too.
For yourself or another case?
Monday. Oh, for my case, I went last week for my case.
You're going to trial. So
I am going to trial. I'm telling you, they getting on my nerve with this.
Hey, people lie and send people to court.
Sonya, I mean, man, all I got to say is man.
The truth will always come to light.
Exactly. Let me tell you, they screwed up so bad. They forgot that there are factors like phone records. There are factors like GPS. There's so many factors now, especially when you have your phone with you all the time. That tracks where you are.
That's your alibi.
Exactly.
And that's the weird thing. Why don't they get your alibi before they try to arrest you? Get your side of the story. Why would you
Because
be
it's
so
about
quick
money.
to arrest somebody?
Because it's about money.
With no proof.
But
It's
let
just a
me tell you,
conversation.
no, listen. When they arrest you,
Oh,
you
I know.
gotta pay bond.
It's money in the system.
Money.
It's money.
Money.
The system gets paid when they arrest people. The bonds people, the lawyers, judge when they find you. Yeah. It's all
And
about
they
money.
call it probable cause. It don't have to be
I know. I know.
Probable cause.
Probable cause.
And then you got to be the one trying to dig yourself out of it. If you don't have the money to get out of jail, you're stuck in jail.
I sat in court that one day. The lawyer didn't show. This first time his lawyer was supposed to show up. You didn't show up. You were supposed to come, but you stayed home. And we sat in court from 9 all the way to 4 o'clock. And so I watched everybody's just try to, get a feel of the judge. So I sat in and watched everybody that went in front of the case. And 2 guys got released, but both of them said, "I'm homeless. I've been in here so long, I have nowhere to go."
But
when
they
I get released, I
they
have
release
nowhere to
him.
go.
They release him because he ain't got nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go because they had been there so long. They didn't have money for bond first. And then they lost their place. They lost their job. They lost their cars. And then they got released and they ended up homeless.
Wow.
And that's what's crazy. Anybody could be homeless.
Wow.
Especially if you don't have one person in your life that got your back.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't have one person.
That is so messed up. People spending years in jail when they get out, and then not even convicted, y'all. Not even convicted. I'm just saying, just sitting in the jail like Fulton County, rotting away, and they haven't even gone to trial.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything, they lose everything. If they don't have any family out there to help them out, keep their stuff up, it's all gone.
No, because it's tight for a lot of people, and or they don't care.
Hey,
Or
Steen.
they think light of it. People hear jail and don't understand the severity of being in jail and just understanding what that entails, especially if you're not a hardened criminal that's out here doing certain things that need to be in jail. Who knows doing certain things is going to put me in jail. But if you're just living your life and you get ID'd wrong, and sent to jail, or lied on and sent to jail, and you just woke up thinking, this is what I'm going to do today, this is what I'm going to do tomorrow, there is no tomorrow. You're about to sit in jail.
Yep. It's pretty sad.
And that's what's crazy.
Yeah.
And they said your bond's supposed to be reasonable, because they were talking about that boy's bond, the teenager who's going through that thing. And they're saying because his bond's $1 million. And they were saying all bond, Fifth Amendment, all bonds supposed to be reasonable. Just enough so that they can ensure somebody's going to court.
They don't make the bonds reasonable now these days.
Listen. You pay attention. It's all what they do. It's what they do. The system wasn't set up for the defendant. The system was set up. It was never set up for the defendant to win. It was set up for the defendant to lose. So any and everything that they put together and make it seem like this is for your benefit, it's a lie. It's a lie. That's why I was telling you. When they say that, you have the right to remain silent. Unless you're guilty, that does not help you. Because only the guilty need to
be quiet.
Figure out what we're going to say and get out of this. You get me? How you going to spend this, and how can I get a lesser charge? It's on, what I'm saying? It only helps the guilty to keep their mouth shut. But if you're innocent, do you understand? I read something where they said the prosecutors can legally lie in court on you.
I knew
to win a
police
case.
officers lie.
To win a case. Now remember this: you have the right to remain silent, and they're expecting. In most cases, people don't testify on their own defense because it might, this might come up or whatever, or we have a strong enough case where we feel like you don't have to say anything. But all the while you're sitting there while prosecutor spins the story and makes it seem like this and because all he's aiming for or she's aiming for is a win, not necessarily the truth of the matter, but just the win. And you have to sit there mute because you got that fear of anything they can say that can be used against you. But I didn't do it. They said, so one of the lawyers, Shapiro, that was an OJ case, he did a video I saw yesterday. He said that the blood, so when they test the blood, they put something in the blood so that it doesn't expire when they're going to take it out for testing, right? They said the blood samples that was on the fence and that was at the second crime scene had the same exact substance as when they pulled his blood and put that stuff in the blood to keep the blood preserved. It was all set up. That OJ was innocent. Judge Brown also said it too, that OJ didn't do what they said. He didn't kill that girl. But he had to live his whole life, even though he was found innocent. Everybody still treated him guilty. And all the evidence was planted. It said he did not do it. I said, that's crazy. That ruined his life. And then when they set him up in Vegas and sent him to jail over him going there trying to get his own artwork and stuff that was stolen from him, and they flipped it and sent him to jail. And what did he do? 5-10 years for that?
I think 9 years.
Yes. All innocent. All innocent. He was innocent of all of that stuff. And it just ruined his life. They ruined his life. Ruined his life. And in death. Ruined his life. But yeah, I saw that yesterday. They said that's why they was worried, because they said the blood samples was the blood samples they took from him. And then they went out and planted the evidence and tried to say, oh yeah, it's a match. So LAPD set him up. That's crazy. So the trust go the lack of trust go beyond just the police. 'Cause, you know, everybody be like, you know, the police, da 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 da. It's pretty much the medical examiner. You got to second guess her. I haven't heard anything about the scooter thing. They didn't show the body cam.
No, they haven't. It's still under investigation. Because remember the girl that lied.
Because a body cam would be the first thing you would think they would show to exonerate them. To say we didn't shoot them. They would just show the body cam.
Well, they said the medical examiner said he
Hmm?
the medical examiner basically said that he died.
Yeah, but the medical examiner is not always trustworthy. Did you see the case where the medical examiner, they had put her in jail because she lied on like over 3,000 of her cases. She lied on them, on the results and everything. She was sending innocent people to jail. Always got to have a second person do an autopsy. You cannot trust who is connected, you know, to free a person or to put a person in jail. You always got to have an outside source examine the body or the evidence and not rely on the state. Because again, the state is all about a win, not an actual get somebody do it.
And it seems like it's getting worse, not better. It seems like it's getting worse, not better.
Oh, of course. It's gonna get worse until they change it. They need reform. Education needs reform, and the criminal system needs reform. It needs a complete reform. When they fix the education system and make everybody equally educated, so that everybody can be eligible to work, you know, and compete in the job market and feed their family and not go out and commit a crime. That's going to take, you know, it's going to hurt the justice system because they're not going to get as many customers, right? But they don't address that. They don't address education. Why is it that when you go in the inner city, the education is different from when you go up in the suburbs? It should be the same. Especially if it's one county, education should be the same. Shouldn't be that.
Exactly.
You pay this, so you get, you know, this amount of education. That's
Hey,
not.
Emmanuel. I'm saying hi to Emmanuel. I say hey.
Hey, Emmanuel. Yeah.
So
they need to fix that, and then they need to fix equal crime, equal time. No matter what color you are, whatever you do, it should be a guideline, and that's just what it is. It shouldn't differ from a person of a different race to get probation, and then a person of another race get 10, 12 years in jail for the same crime.
That definitely happens. That definitely happens all the time.
All day, every day.
That's so true.
All day, every day. Oh, and it doesn't matter what color, they still giving it to us. You can have a black judge, a black prosecutor, and they're still treating the white person one way and the black person another way. You're not doing across the board. So anyway, ready to go to bed?
Who, me?
It's 9:30. We can cut it. It's been an hour.
Yeah, we do that little hour. Show the little thing.
It's been an hour.
Okay. So tell me, when are you gonna pick it up?
I won't know till tomorrow.
Okay. Well, when you do pick it up, I want to come in and ride.
I won't know until tomorrow.
You're gonna ride into the sunset.
I gotta fly and go get it. I won't know till tomorrow.
Okay.
Well,
all the way out
Oklahoma.
there. You gotta go to Oklahoma. Oh, you gotta go to Oklahoma.
It's in Oklahoma. I gotta fly out there.
Oh.
If everything go like it's supposed to go.
Oh wow! What did you just saw the video of it or what?
Right, I am, but it's not gonna be on Miss Waller. It's gonna be on a whole You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Hidden channel, or this whole crowd can't go on there and do the hate thing and be the
Gotcha.
nosy, and nah, it's gonna be like something like where you just don't know it's me. So
Gotcha.
they won't be able to find it.
Gotcha.
It'll be for that audience, which is not this audience, which is a more kinder audience, which is more polite, you know, open minded, you
Yeah.
know, free spirited type of audience, which that's, you know, not a judgmental negative situation. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited, but not too excited because it could go the other way.
No, be positive, ma'am. Be positive. Stay positive. If you want it, you're gonna get it. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
we will see. See tomorrow.
All right,
We'll
hon.
see tomorrow. So yeah, I'll let you know if it's a go, and I'll send you the pictures.
Okay. All right, everybody. We are finished for our little Friday night chit chat. Sonia's that today's little episode was Sonia's idea with the lies.
Because people aren't conscious or aware. People got sons, nephews, you know what I'm saying, fathers. Everybody needs to be aware that
But you
this
know what,
happens, and
Sonia?
everybody and females need to not do that. Stop doing that. You
No,
know,
listen, Kat. Okay. One of the
stop
questions
doing that because all they're gonna do is they're gonna run across the right mother or father, and you put their baby in jail, and they're gonna come see you.
I got a question. Why do you favor male more than female?
I get along with males more than I get along with females. Because my history with females have always been like this, and it's people that don't know me, can't say I did anything to them, but got some type of problem, and that's weird to me. If I did something to you, that's fine. Sonya did this, this, that, and the other, so I don't like her. But everybody that want to sit there and say, "Oh, I don't like her," da, da, da. Okay, what she do to you? Well, yeah, she didn't do anything to me, but you know, and you don't get that with guys. Guys are just an easier species to deal with, you know, laid back. I was raised mostly with my father in my ear, so I kind of. One of my bosses told me. He said, "You remind me." "Son, you move like a man, even though you're feminine like a woman." He said, "But you have the mindset of a man." And I said, "I do. I was raised mostly by a man. My mother was there. She didn't say much. It was my father that used to tell me about life and advice and da 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 da. You know, and then I used to hang around more, like I said, men. I had more male friends than female friends because it was no jealousy. You have to worry about them screwing your man. You know what I'm saying? It was just none of that. It was just we cool. And then they would give you good advice on how to be and you know how to be with a man and all that. Like so, I would learn a lot. It was just always easier. So I do tend to sway more towards the men than the females.
So do you give men more do you make more excuses for them than women?
No, I don't make excuses for nobody.
No, I'm just saying because
No, I think men need to, when they get in certain situations, even though they feel like you know it's not that serious, it's always that serious, and you should always either. The advice that I give my son is it starts small before it grows into something large. And when a person starts calling you out your name, that's when you dismiss them and you leave them alone. You know, don't even call me out because it starts there, and then you let that go, and they start hitting you a little, and then it gets worse and it's worse. It always starts with something very small, you know. But you say everything up front, you know.
Do you feel like you enable men a lot in their misconducts?
No,
Okay, for
no.
example.
I think
I'm
everybody need to be honest and upfront as to
no,
what
no, no.
they're
I'm
doing.
gonna use this example, like a cheating man. Do you blame the person that he's cheating on, or do you blame him? do you make excuses for him,
It's
or do you
whoever's
say it's
in
because they're not? Huh?
it's whoever's in the relationship. That's who it's about.
No,
It's
no, no.
not
I'm
on them.
saying, do you okay? Like, say your girlfriend, boyfriend cheating on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say, oh, she's not doing something well at
Hold
home,
on.
that's why he's cheating, or do you say he's he's one of those doggish type of men that just want to have so many women and not be faithful?
And you leave them alone. I've been cheated on. I leave on the first go because I
No,
tell
no,
them up
I'm
front.
just saying that. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying, say you have a girlfriend and her boyfriend is cheating on her. Would you make an excuse for him cheating,
No,
or would you? Okay.
no. She needs. If she's not okay with it, they don't have an open relationship. Then she needs to leave. If they have supposed to be one-on-one relationship, then she needs to break up with him, or they need to come back together and renegotiate what we're doing here. You know, because it could be, and it's not an excuse, but it could be that it's a lot of times where guys get with girls that aren't sexually active. They barely like to do it, but he's a nympho. You get me? And they're together, and so he's always out there screwing, 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 screwing because she don't like to have sex. That's something you need to have in the very first beginning of conversation when you first meet a person. Let's say second date, you know, because the first date is just The second date, well, I really like you because here's a second date. You know, you always need to understand a person's sexual speed because how I feel is once I accept relationship, I can't tell you no because it's part of the relationship. If you want it, I got to give it to you, you know, and I got to act like I want to give it to you. I can't be like, here. I got to be like, oh, we doing it. Okay, come on. And I'll just be like, you know, but that's just something that you got to negotiate or have that conversation in the very beginning so that down the line, everybody's good. I saw this video where this guy, girlfriend was cheating on him and he busted her cheating on him, had proof or whatever. And the first thing that came out of her mouth was, well, I'm only doing it because your thing is so little. But they had been together for 4 years. You knew the very first time you did it, you know what I'm saying, that his thing, which you was working with. So how are you with him for 4 years and now all of a sudden his penis size is a problem? Like that was crazy to me. That she just went straight there instead of
Maybe
just
she changed her desire, changed, and she just got tired of it. Maybe she felt
no, 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 no,
maybe she felt
no,
she loved him enough that it didn't matter if and then realized after a while it's like, okay, I can't do this
no.
anymore.
If you're a freak, size matters. Whether it's a medium size or whatever floats your boat. If you're a freak, if you're not a freak, then it don't matter because you don't plan on doing too much with it. You just be like, it don't matter because I'm not trying to, you know. But no, no, you can't 4 years later say that's the problem. Something that you knew day one. And for some people that's a problem. For some people it's not, you know. But that's nothing you can come back 4 years later and say, yeah, well, because she was just trying to find something. She couldn't find any reason other than just being honest and saying, I got bored and, somebody started flirting with me and I fucked up. It was what she should have said. But she just went straight to, it's your fault. And I'm sitting here like, why didn't you call him? Why didn't you have a conversation with him when like I did that because I don't like to cheat. I
You
was
don't
dating
like
a
to
guy.
cheat? You say
I
you
don't
don't
like
like to cheat? Okay.
if I say I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. And I was kind of in a relationship with a guy, but we kind of wasn't in a relationship with a guy. But it was kind of weird. But anyway, I had took him out to lunch and I told him, let's just be friends because he didn't like to do it. And I thought that was gonna be a problem. And so I told him, let's just be friends, because I don't want to cheat on you. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So instead of us going there, let's just be cool. And he was looking at me like, and I'm like, I'm just, I just want to keep it honest because I don't have time for the lies. And you tell him you got to lie about it, you got to duck and dodge and go to bed and hope he don't know. It's just a lot that goes with cheating where it just makes sense not to even do it. Just be honest and be like, you know what? Let's just break up and let me do what I want to do because I don't want to, if you want to cheat on somebody, I don't understand wanting to cheat on somebody and wanting to be with that person. That's the part I don't understand. I feel like if you want to be out there, then be single and be out there. you know, instead of be with somebody and play games and have them thinking it's this when it's not. You're misleading them. You're wasting their time. Don't waste people's time. You got one life. You got one time out here. You know, don't waste my time. So, and it's cool, but you should say it in the beginning. You should design it how you want to design it. You know, what we doing? I've had that a couple times. What we doing? You know, and two guys told me, I'm not looking for no girlfriend, but we can kick it. Da 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 da. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. 6 months down the line, oh, you can't see guys no more. Da 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 da. And I'm like, that's not what we talked about 6 months ago.
But
You
see,
know, but they caught feelings.
but you gotta understand. In beginning, you might be one way, then later on, things start changing. You start feeling
So the
different.
best thing to say is, I'm open to wherever this goes. That's no pressure of saying this, no pressure of saying that. That way, a month down the line, if you're still like not certain, that person can say, well, you said you was looking for a wife, and da 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 da. How come we not engaged? You get me? It's no pressure, but you say, I'm open to wherever this goes. So right now, let's just take it slow, you know, and just see what happens. And that's the best way. If you know yourself. I know I didn't want a boyfriend. I didn't want a relationship. I was loving freedom, you know. So anybody that I met, this is what it is. I don't want a boyfriend. I'm not looking for nothing serious, you know. It is what it is. But I say that like second date. First date, keep it very, very light, you know. Second date, if there's a second date, that's when you know, like, okay, this is what I'm, you know, if you feel something. But no, I don't make excuses for men that cheat. I think they should be honest and don't mislead and don't lie. I don't have a vindictive against females. It's just we're not looking good right now. If you look at all the videos and everything that's out there, we're not looking good at all. We look the worst, pretty much.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean we look the worst?
When you look at videos, for the most part,
Mhm.
the negative videos,
Mhm.
fighting, the shooting, the running over with the cars,
Okay.
the shoplifting, the whatever it is that's out there, it's more black females doing it than any other race. There's some other races doing a little bit of here, a little bit of there. And I don't watch the local news because the local news is just straight black people. That's all they showing is black people. They're not showing no other race. It's all black people that's doing everything. If you watch the news, that's why I always tell us don't stop watching the news. It's pushing a narrative. It's making everybody desensitized to shit that happens to black people. If you watch it every day, and all you see is a black person did this, a black person did that, a black person, it makes you very desensitized to anything that may happen towards a black person. You don't feel sorry for them. You don't, you know what I'm saying? So however they get treated out here, well, I watch the news and that's all that's on there. But that's not the only person out here committing crime. Not, you know what I'm saying? There's other races. So why is it that the news only show black people? What is
You think is they just only show black people, or is it
Tell
where?
me, okay, so I asked Nestor, he watching news every day. And I said, have you seen the story that don't include black people when it comes to the local news where it's the crime?
But
And
you
he was
gotta
like,
remember.
no.
But
He
you
said,
gotta.
no, not yet. Unless it's a mass shooting. That's it.
But you
If it's
gotta
not a
remember.
mass shooting.
But they go by what the locality of that particular news
I'm talking about
location is.
every city I've lived in. I'm not talking about Atlanta because I don't even I've never watched Atlanta news. Not one time. I don't watch Atlanta news. I'm talking about other cities in which you got a host of Vegas, you know, LA, Miami, you know. It's just mainly, you know,
I, I'm
yeah,
gonna
she up.
disagree with you on that one because
Okay,
I
well watch the news for a month and you let me know when you see them talk about people that's not black committing crimes or in crime or other than a building flooding or something like that. Show me where it's when you see anything that's a shooting or a robbery or a death or this or that, unless it's child trafficking, which if they ever did a story on that, which I doubt it, that would be the only thing because that's something that we don't do. But yeah, watch the news and you'll see. You'll be like, because he's been in there 2.5, almost 3 years, and he watches that every. And I asked him because I said this before he went in. You know, have you seen it yet? And he was like, no. It's every day. It's a black story. I said, yeah, it's a narrative.
I don't think
it's a narrative they're giving you. They're pushing it out there and telling you. So when even black people feel, and I Ubered.
Okay,
I used to be a
okay. Remember the mass shooting that happened when those two guys, Marvel and the older man.
Yeah.
Everybody did not know what color they was.
The FBI said this is a white person because that's what white people do. They do.
Let me say, so that statement kind of like make your
white people are known to be serial killers that kill strangers. Black folks are known to kill people we know unless we accidentally did a drive-by type of shooting and someone got hit. But specifically, black people are known to shoot people or try to kill or hurt people that we know. We're not known to randomly shoot strangers and kill strangers. We're not known for that. Now, nowadays, as of lately,
we're not known for shooting strangers.
Nowadays, we are because of the short temper. When like if you get into a car accident and that person might argue with you and shoot you, that's a stranger. But that's a personal situation because you came in contact. But just driving down the street and just shooting random people, we don't.
That's what drive-bys do.
Huh? Hold on, real quick. Come on. How you gonna wake up and act like you're hungry? You want something to eat? Want a hot dog? What do you want? You want something up here? Hold on, Sylvia. You want some chicken?
All right, guys, I muted her. You said reel it in? Yeah, I need to get ready to go to bed. It's getting past my bedtime. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Let me get her cell phone to play with. You found it. Yeah, I got it. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's because you don't consciously pay attention. Consciously pay attention to the news and watch how often they show.
I pay attention. I just
And
don't
watch how often, no matter what city it's in, Chicago, whatever.
I don't get stuck in this black and white thing. And I mean, I think you do too much of that. You know what I mean? It's like everything is not just black.
I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't. When I go out, I pretty much tend to hang around the non-black. But I pay attention because I am black and my kids are black. I pay attention to black things because it makes a difference. I'm not saying the world is, I'm not talking about racism and all that stuff. No. Because people always try to push, not the most racist race out here are black people. We're the most racist people out here. It's this many white people that don't like black people. It's this many black people that don't like black people.
You don't live in the South, do you?
Huh?
That's a false statement right now. There are definitely a lot of white people who don't like black people.
No, it's not a lot. It's just the ones that do are very loud about it. In my whole entire life, I've never had a racist incident with a white person. I've had incidents with black people that don't know me that were like aggressively rude and mean, but I've never had a racist issue with the white person. Now, did they ever follow me around in a store? Let me see if I ever had that. No, I never got followed. You know, you go to a mall and get followed around. I never got that either. But That's just my experience. Everybody's different. I just don't feel like it, because if that was the case, you wouldn't have all of these, because they say it's more white people in the world than black people. You wouldn't have all these black people winning elections if there were more racist white people out here than it is. You wouldn't see them marching out there for these black causes. You wouldn't see them. It's a lot of them out there.
I just see you always talk about black and white stuff and just not human race things. It's always a color thing or a male thing, and so I don't think you broaden
In
the
this element, yes, but
environment.
outside of this element, no, I don't.
I don't
Because
think you.
I only deal, like I say, I only deal with like 3, 4, 5 people, and we just talk about life. But here, yes, because I'm dealing with black people coming at me for no reason, and bitter, and the name calling, and all of that's hate, and all of that stuff. And they're saying, oh, well, they're trying to give the reason of, oh, well, because, such and such was, no, it's not that serious, because I done seen other things where it's not that. So give me something else other than that situation, because you can't say that's what it is, because I done seen too many situations out here where that's what somebody else was actually doing. You're saying that's what I was doing, and that's why you got this animosity and hate towards me, or this issue with me. And then the girl said, "Oh, we didn't start not liking you till you start saying you were pretty." So what I'm supposed to do? Walk around and say I'm ugly for y'all to be okay? If I feel in a conversation and I'm not putting myself up against somebody and saying, "Oh, I look better than her," or "I'm pretty," I get that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm putting somebody down to make myself look or feel or say I'm better, that's one thing. But I never did that. If I say, or if I feel confident and within myself individually, that's fine. Everybody should feel that way. Everybody should love themselves, but they try to, oh, no, that's not what it ever was. You can't even say that, because I've never done that. I never ever. I always think of me and me only. I don't ever worry about the next or the last or the one in the future at all. I think about just me. And that's how it should be. Think about yourself, you know, and how you feel about yourself, and how you, as an individual.
Do
So,
you feel
no.
lonely sometimes?
Do I feel what?
Lonely.
No, never. I have
Never.
kids.
Never. I
I have
mean, you can
children. I've been a mother since I was 19.
yeah, you can still be around people and still feel lonely.
Never. What do you mean, like in a relationship?
No, I'm just talking in general. I'm just talking in general.
The one time that the boy, and that's when I broke up with him, because I told him, because he would come home and just be in the living room, and I'd be like no interaction. And so I told him, let's just be friends, because I did feel lonely then, because he was, what I'm saying, it was no interaction, and that's why I told him I would cheat on you.
Do
And
you
so
ever do you ever allow yourself to be vulnerable? It seems like you always have a wall up, like a hard wall. It's just like
I do a hard wall.
it's, okay.
I have a hard wall. When I was 17 was a one and only time I cried about something, and I said I'll never do it again, which was the boyfriend breaking up with me. And I said I'll never do that again, and I never did it. I don't allow anybody. I feel like my feelings and my emotions is a lot, and nobody is a response. I would never give nobody the responsibility of my feelings ever.
So is that why you gravitate more to the masculine side of you instead of the feminine side?
No, because men aren't like that. Men are more.
I'm saying you're being so like hard and not.
That's not being hard. For me, that's being smart. Only because, one, when a person doesn't have your emotion, when they do something, it's not that extreme to you. You get me? It's less likely for me to react a certain way if you didn't hurt my feelings. So if you cheated, my feelings aren't hurt. In my mind, it's expected.
So
You know?
your feelings don't get hurt if somebody cheat on you? Really?
Never. Never.
Okay.
Never. It's expected. I expect it. I just don't treat a
Why do
person.
you expect somebody to cheat on you?
Because it's too common. It's too common of a situation. And I just, it's I've been cheated on by, I think, let's go with the shortest stay. 3 people I know never cheated on me. Everybody else have cheated on me. Let's say that. the number is higher of the people that's cheated. But it didn't. I didn't yell, scream, cry, think about it. I had the conversation and ended it and went on about my life. And the next day was the next day. Now they got upset and mad and felt some type of way, and oh my gosh, you know. And I'm just looking at them like, but you cheated. We had a conversation. It's always a conversation I have in the very beginning of a relationship. I just spill out everything and let you know what I will and what I put up with, what I will tolerate, and what I won't tolerate. I'm not gonna waste nobody's time. And if you could do this, then fine. But if it's not for you, then don't do this. Do what you want to do as far as what's comfortable with, because you know you better than anybody. You know, so I would have that conversation and tell him, if you cheat, be damn good at it, because if you get caught, we're done.
But
And
you're expecting them to cheat.
no, it's not. See, I don't treat them. I don't look through phones. I don't be like, where you been? Where you at? I don't
I'm
do
not
any of
talking
that
about
stuff.
that. I'm saying, but you
Yeah,
have.
I do not treat a person like I don't trust them. I would treat people like I trust the shit out of them. So they would never know that I do not trust you to do what you're supposed to do or what we
But in your
agreed to do.
mindset, behind in your
But
mind.
in my mind,
Okay.
anything could go, is what I'm thinking. Because you know, the biggest thing is, I never thought he would do this to me. Really? You know, and that right there, I don't get that, because I always expect some shit. I just expect it. I don't treat you like it's coming. I'm always treat you like you're doing what you're supposed to
But,
do. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you.
then you're living a lie in the
No,
relationship.
no, it's
If
not a
you're
lie.
already expecting him, you thinking that he's gonna cheat, right? And then
No, 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 no.
you're
So
faking.
it's not that you think every time he leave the house he gonna do something he's not supposed to do. It's not that. It's because it's such a common thing. I don't put it past nobody. So I would never sit there and in my mind think this person would never do that to me. That's how I am. It's when you think that person would never do that to you and they do it to you, is when you get that feeling. I never ever, and they know I'm honest about it. I tell a person I'm never fully, completely open emotionally. You would never get my feeling. You would never get me to cry, or you would never get anger out of me. You would never get any of that. They always, oh, you're so cold. And no, I'm not. I'm smart. I'm smart. I'm cool. I'm cool. It works for me. You know what I'm saying? I love my children. They love me back. I got love. You know what I'm saying? And then I date. You know, I just don't trust that situation, because it just, it's very few numbers that where you just get a absolute perfect situation, that, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't have energy to go through that. I went through it, like I said, when I was 17, and I learned, this is what we're not going to do. We're not going to hand somebody your heart. And
So
that's what I do not
have
do.
you ever cried?
When I was 17, that was the only time.
You've never cried since you're 17 years old. Really?
No reason to. No reason to. And when I did at 17, I felt like it didn't do anything for the situation, so I stopped. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not doing that no more, because that was dumb. And I don't even know what. And I think I cried just because that's what everybody does. So I was just like, you know, he broke up with me. And then I was just sitting there thinking like, what the hell are you crying about this shit? You know what I'm saying? On to the next one. And then that was that. You know, I was like, it's just, I didn't, but that's me. Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. And, you know, I just don't move emotionally at all. You know, I
But
just don't move emotionally.
that's part of being a woman. We are emotional creatures. So you're
Yeah,
not
no,
in your femininity.
I don't get that.
Really?
So same thing, like an example, like, okay, so she's like, when the kids start crying because they want something, and they just start crying, and you just look at them like, oh, quit crying, stop that,
Oh,
you know,
I
and then
never tell my kids not to cry because I mean,
when you want to punish them. This is most people. I've heard it. I'm gonna give you something to cry about. Stop that crying. But women do it. So why is it okay for a grown woman to? Why are you crying? Well, because and you sitting there like, what? Doesn't even make sense. But okay, you know, that's just not me. That ain't me. I'm not crying about it. I'm gonna talk to you and, we resolve it or whatever, but I'm not about to cry. I'm not about to cuss. And I cuss, but I don't cuss people out. That's the weird thing about me. But I'm not about to do all of the, I can't believe you did this, that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a calm conversation that, I found out about, Becky, and it is what it is. And we could be cool, but we can't be together because, you know, we're not doing that. We're not doing this because I'm not gonna really be able to trust you. I was trusting you as we went, but now, and that's just gonna be that. I'm not about to do the loud, tear your stuff up, none of that.
No, but that's not normal. That tearing somebody's stuff up is not normal. But I'm just
I'm
saying.
not. I'm not holding the kids hostage. I'm not doing none of that stuff. You want to see the kids? Come get them. You know what I'm saying? You want your car back? Come get it.
No,
You want
that's
your jury back? Come get it. You know, I do not care. I do not care because I think everything in the situation is temporary. So
What
I
do you mean
expect
you
that.
don't? What do you mean you don't care?
I expect certain things. When you expect it,
But then why are you expecting negativity? You're expecting stuff to be not
it
good.
normally what happens is it comes true. And
That's
so
because it's what energy you put out. That's what you're gonna get back.
it's unspoken. So it's not like I say it. I never say anything. I don't even say it when they do it. I just be like, okay, here. Oh, you want? All right, here you go. And that's it. I don't give energy to things. I really don't. I do not give energy to things. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with somebody. You know, if you did this and you weren't supposed to, cheated, and you said, we were gonna be together and it was just gonna be us. And I asked you in the beginning where you had the opportunity to say, look, I like women and I want to be with women, and I'd have been like, fine, be with women. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're rolling with, I don't ever want to make you do something you don't want to do. I don't want to lock you in a situation you're not ready for. So we just openly dating. That's fine with me. I know how to openly date. It's just when you had that conversation in the beginning, just be honest. Say what you want to say. But it's the greediness and the selfishness that be the problem. Because I went out on a date with a guy about a year ago. Was it a year ago? A year and a half ago. And that's what he told me. He wanted me to be with him, but he wanted to be with other women, and he wanted me to sit in the house while he just do the world, right? And I was like, well, I can't. Look, I don't screw more than one person at a time because you can't. As a woman, you can't. That's too much wear and tear down there. It's just not good, you know. But I would openly date people, if that's what you're doing. I would not screw with one person. But I'm not about to just be out here. I'm not about to be in the house while you out here moving around like you single, and I'm just sitting in the house like, yeah, who you with? Sherry. Okay, tell her hey.
But not all men are like that.
No, but I respect the fact that he was upfront about it. He didn't waste my time and try to sell me a dream. Although he did wish he didn't. He told me he wished he just kept it quiet. But I was like, no, because I came off so cool. He just was so honest about it. And just, and then he was like, yeah, I should have lied to you. And I was like, but you didn't. And I appreciate that. You didn't waste my time or yours. Because it would have been a problem. It would have been a problem like very shortly down the line. Because it was some other things. But mainly that was why it didn't go to a third date. I think we went out 3 times. I think we went out 3 times. Yeah, but yeah. No, I'm
Have you
fine with that.
have you ever been happy in a relationship?
I'm happy in all my relationships.
I mean, truly happy, like
Yes.
loving relationship, like
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. They don't, like I said, they don't know that's how I mean, they know that there's a wall up because I always tell them that. I'm not open. I'm not going to give you my heart. That I'm not doing.
See, that's
Yeah, I'm not doing
so
that.
if you're not giving a heart, then it means it's
No.
not full loving relationship.
No. Cause they're gonna F it up, and then I'm gonna end up having to hurt somebody. So I already know how I am. So to keep everybody alive and out of jail, I'm gonna just keep my feelings to myself. No, I openly and wholeheartedly love my children, and that's love. And you don't have to have that same love with somebody. that you're intimate with. In my experience. Let me see. I got it. In my experience with life, everybody's different. One thing you can't do, everybody's an individual. And what works for me may not work for the next person. I'm just very logical about it. And I understand, like, if I go rob a bank, I'm going to go to jail. So I understand if I give this man my heart and he hurt me, I may hurt him, you know? So I understand how I am, and I'm not even about to
Oh,
put
so you
myself
will
through it.
hurt a person if they break your heart?
I see people have done it.
I'm asking you, would you be that?
People have done it.
I ain't
So
talking about people. I'm talking about you. Would you hurt somebody if they break your heart?
I've never ever trusted nobody with my feelings. So I don't know. So I can't even say that, but I just don't. I just would never give nobody that responsibility. I'm never gonna give somebody that responsibility. But my children, that's it. That's it. They're the only ones that can get it. Can nobody else get it? Hell no, no. Mm-mm. Just my kids. They can get it, but nobody else can get it. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy. I done have some great, you know what I'm saying, fulfilled, fun
Don't you?
relationships.
Okay, like in your older, we're both like older now. So
You
you,
like older what?
no, no, I said we're both older.
Oh yeah.
So do you? So you don't mind being by yourself? You know.
I've always had a relationship. So ever since 2019, I think.
So you don't want nobody to grow
2020.
old with and be like,
Apparently,
oh,
I'm growing old with children because I
together.
keep getting them. So I'm working on this one. So I'll be growing old with her. I'll be growing old with her, and that's fine. If I'm always raising children,
That's not normal. The kid's supposed to go off and you're supposed to have your companion, and y'all grow old together. One die off, then the other one. I mean, don't you want something like that?
no. Me and Yvette was talking about this the other day. That's all we said we was gonna do the Golden Girl thing. Cause then when they get old and they start falling apart, and you got to come on, boo, and oh you messed up. Oh, I'll get that, and woo. And men are big babies, big babies. When they sick, oh my God, that's worse than a child. They're worse than children when they get sick. So I mean, you grow old, and you got to deal with that. That's just a lot, especially. Yeah, I don't know. I always said no, I wasn't gonna do that. I always said I didn't want to grow old with no man. That's why I always dated young
Really?
dudes. Yeah, that's why I always dated young, super young. You know what I'm saying?
When
Yeah,
you say
I
super young,
never want to grow old with a man.
what do you mean when you say super young? You mean 20-year-olds?
So my last person I've
Don't
been
tell me
with,
you dated a 20-year-old. Don't
he
do
was
that.
27 when we
Oh
met.
Jesus.
So he was 23 years younger than me.
Mm,
And then, but I
mm.
mean, that was fun. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it keep you young, so they say, right? But we knew what it was when we met. We knew we were not going to be serious because he didn't have any children and he wanted children. And I'm not having kids. And he wanted to be married, and I wasn't really a fan of marriage. So, what did she say? Sonya, will you be giving Hip Hop Inquiry an interview? Like he said, who is Hip Hop Inquiring?
Dennis Byron.
Sounds like he made Mariah super uncomfortable. I don't know nothing about that. Sorry, dude, babe,
Dennis.
woman, girl. I don't
Dennis.
know anything about that. I've never talked to any. Only person I talked to is Sylvia. So I have not. Other than that, I have not talked to nobody. But yeah, no. I like them young. You know what I'm saying? I've always dated younger than me, not older than me. I stopped dating my age when I was 40,
Are
and
you
they just
dating?
got younger and younger and younger and younger. I mean, I was attracting them young. I wasn't like seeking young dudes. I just was like, again, you had that conversation in the beginning, and it's like, okay, we're gonna have fun, you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna hang out and nothing serious. It ended up being a relationship, but you know, then we ended up breaking up, and then we just ended up being like tight friends after that. So, you know, It's all good. I just don't want to grow. I just don't want to. I'd rather raise children. I'd rather raise kids. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather raise children. I'm everybody's different. That's the mindset you have to have. You can't put the the path. This is what we do and this is what it is, and you're not happy unless you do this. Everybody's an individual. Everybody thinks and moves differently and have their version of happiness and content. And I've always been like this since I was 17. And I just told myself, when you tell yourself certain things, you just don't do it because it's from a lesson learned. So when I got dumped, I just told myself, and I really loved him, and what I'm saying, he was my high school crush, whatever, and I was just like, ooh, never again, and I
So you've been
never did.
carrying that trauma since you were 17 years old.
It's not trauma. I feel like that was just a lesson learned. I wasn't no trauma. I wasn't stalking him or anything like that. We went to school together. I never bothered him.
Limiting yourself for having a really
No,
good.
it was a lesson learned. Is what it was. It was don't give somebody the control and something so valuable that they could hurt you or have that on you where they could affect you like that. And that's what it was. It was a lesson learned. And so never after that did I ever worry about a breakup, a cheating. Only thing I ever worried about was physical harm. That's it. As long as you don't put your hands on me, we're good. And I don't escalate or argue or go back and forth with people. So if one person's going there, I'm gonna just walk off. Call me when you're not mad because I'm not about to do the yelling match and that heated we're not having a heated conversation. I don't do that at all. I don't put no energy in any of that stuff. So when you calm down, call me. And until then, I'm not doing a screaming match. I'm not doing a name calling. I'm not none of that. None of that. And I've never had I never had a person come to me like, oh, I think you're cheating on me. I've never had that conversation with nobody.
Have you ever cheated?
Well, I'm sorry. The person that shot me we had that conversation.
Have you ever cheated?
Okay, so yeah, once.
Did you get caught?
Never got caught. Because it was a one and done. And it was my ex, the one that made me cry. You know what I'm saying?
So you went back to him and got revenge, cheated on him.
No. I cheated with him.
Okay.
But again, that was in my 20s. So I used to always, we used to always run into each other and just, link up and stuff. Because that was my, the only person I ever was like, I love him. That was that person. And so he still had that, like that over me. You know what I'm saying? That infatuation, and I woke up and was like, I'm good. But yeah, no, never. And I'm honest about it. So I don't mislead people, and I've never had a guy ever, call that out as a problem. Oh, I can't, you just got that wall up. No, because they never know there's a wall up because I don't act any different. I act just like a person that's Google Gaga over somebody. I act just like that. I just don't do the emotional stuff. I don't do the crying. I don't do the screaming. I don't do yelling, and I don't do the where you been. Let me see your phone. You said you were going to be over here, and you were. I don't.
I'm not talking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. Well, people do that because they are worried that this person, might be doing something, and I'm going to get my feelings hurt if he is, and that's all that's from. But when you're not emotionally in like that, you don't care because he can't hurt you. He can upset you where so you just wasted my time, because this is what we were doing. I wish I would have known, But other than that, it's nothing more than that. It's nothing more than that. You can never, I don't know, if you feel the need in all your relationships and everything that you've been through to give somebody your heart, I feel like that's more bold than what I do, than holding it in and keeping it to yourself, because you get the same. I feel like this is more like I love them like a friend. That's the kind of love. You just love a friend.
Mm-hmm.
because I always end up being friends with them. Because something's gonna always. I don't think relationships are forever. I think they're just season. You're just for the now till something happens where somebody wake up and they're just over it. Because there's no guarantee that a person is gonna want you and like you forever, especially in this climate. It's just no guarantee. And a lot of people don't talk. People don't have relationship meetings like they should every month to just discuss what's right and what's wrong so that the relationship can move forward. They either hold their tongue, and then explode at a later date, which kills, a lot of things. But every month a person, should have a relationship meeting and be open and honest. I need more sex. I need more time. You're smothering me. I wish you would help more with the kids. You know, this is a turn off when you do this. I really
Question:
want you to do this more.
do you think you're gravitating to raising kids to not because you're trying to fulfill it with because you're
No,
not in a relationship?
no. I keep stumbling across situations. This was a stumble. This was not a me seeking, you know, situation. This was definitely a stumble, and it's a reason why I don't care. And you just do what you're supposed to do, which is help, and that's what I'm doing. It's not her fault, and you just want to make hopefully her become a better human being. That's it. So, and I have a lot of love for her. Like I said, she's been around since she's been a week old. So she's been around for years. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She's very smart. And I'm glad I got rid of the dogs and kept the kids. Because it was one or the other. Either I'm going to keep these dogs or what I'm saying? But I couldn't do both. I couldn't have the kids and the dogs because it just was too gross. You know what I'm saying? Plus, some dogs was stinking up my house. Now you walk in and you smell dog. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I was bathing them every week. And they said, you're supposed to only bathe them once a month. I'm like,
Once a
no.
month?
That's what the vet said. Oh, you're supposed to bathe them once a month. I'm like, no.
Oh, you're supposed to
You
bathe
gotta bathe them.
once a week.
I bathed them once a week because them clowns kept peeing and laying in it. And I was like, ooh, we're not doing this. Matter of fact, we're gonna get rid of y'all because I'm paying for this because you're paying for the dog, feeding it, medical, you know what I'm saying? Plus whatever you pay for the dog, like, and it's hard work. No, I don't like animals like that. They're okay, but I'm not a fan of animals like that at all. I rather take care of a child in need or help somebody that like needs like a break. Like if she goes back, then I would rather like help people that are like need a break. Need like a day or two rest because it's a lot. It's a lot for some people to deal with being a parent because you don't. It's constantly. It's forever. It's every day, all day, forever.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. But yeah, that's how you gotta think, Sylvia. Everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just need to be honest about what it is. And don't waste people's time and come in lying about this. Okay, this is what I want, and da 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 da. And you definitely don't want that. And now you just wasted somebody's time, and they ran across a person who could have been that person for them, but they were with you, and you just, you know what I'm saying? Let me see.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed
Go
now.
ahead, because you look like you need to go to bed.
I'm tired for real. I am tired. I'm trying to keep one eye open. But anyway, my dear, we're about to go.
Okay, girl.
All right. Talk
I'll
to
let you know tomorrow.
Okay, hon. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Live life according to how you want to live. You got one life, live it. Live it. Just be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there for everybody.
Except for you. You're going to have kids.
No, there's somebody for everybody. There's somebody that can, like, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody for everybody. That's just what it is.
All right.
I got guys that like me now, but I got a lot going on between her and.
No, you're too scared to be in a relationship.
I mean, I really can't because a lot of guys ain't gonna really understand me taking care of You know what I'm saying? What's up with you and him? You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's my friend. Can I? You know what I'm saying? No, it's something. You know, you got that conversation. So I have to
Oh, you talking about
pause.
the Nesto thing?
Yeah, I gotta pause everything until this is. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, but you holding your life for him?
I'm pausing. I'm okay because again, I'm enjoying my
But I
you know.
thought y'all not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Huh? What? What'd you say?
I thought y'all not boyfriend and girlfriend.
You said what?
I thought y'all not boyfriend and
We're
girlfriend.
not boyfriend and girlfriend.
So then why you holding your life for him?
Because everything that I'm doing and then everything that's out here on the internet is messy. And I'm not gonna bring somebody in a mess.
Yeah, but they don't have to
That's
know about
messy as hell. And I'm not about to even try to explain it or like try to, oh no, it's not. No, they're just saying that no, you and that dude and do well, oh no, we're not. It's no, no. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? This will be over very soon. Like I said, I got her, so I'm not in no rush. I've been in relationships my whole life up until, recently. So I do need a well-deserved break and we ain't gonna worry about it. That's all. It's just you just can't bring people in a mess. Guys don't want you to have friends. They don't want you to have active friends. You know, it's an active situation.
Ma'am, I gotta go. I'm going
Go
to
ahead,
school.
Babu.
Bye. Because you're gonna be talking another time. 10 hours. Bye.
I know, right? Bye. See
Good
you
night.
later.
Good night, everybody. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent. Amen. I'm tired. Later, guys.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me, we laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Minds in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars.